The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from Grand Gamers Guild. Hello and welcome to another special unboxing episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Megan the Daughter.
Today, Megan, what are we going to open up?
We're going to open up the Artemis project, and this is from Grand Gamers Guild.
Yeah, this is a game that I actually got to play at Gen Con after hours.
Yes.
I only got to play half a game of it. And this was a game that you were pretty interested in when you saw it.
Yeah, it looked super cool. We got to kind of see how to play. And I have heard a lot of buzz about this since we've gotten back from Gen Con, so...
Yeah, so...
I'm really excited to, actually open it up and play with all the bits myself.
So let's open it up and let you play with all the bits yourself.
Okay.
All right, so I like the artwork on the front
It's really
there.
cool.
The snowmobiles, and then the underwater stuff is really kind of neat too. I'll show you the back of the box here. So you can see the
Comes
card
with
art.
lots of bits.
Yeah, there's a lot of bits in this. And it's got dice.
You like dice.
I like dice.
You always like the dice.
Dice are good.
Are they?
One of the reasons why I like dice so much is I think it's you have that random element in there because if you're playing a game where somebody is just like, very good at strategic things or whatever, the dice kind of balance that out.
Yeah. So here is your rulebook. You have the story and the objective. So it says Europa, the frozen moon of Jupiter. It took decades to bioform this ball of ice into a place that can just barely support human life, but the effort was worth it to get the great living oceans below. With the threshold energy shield holding in the warming atmosphere and the doorstep spaceport fully active, teams of stabilizers descend to compete for leadership of this hostile moon. So it has some pretty good story behind it too.
Yeah, very colorful rule book.
Yeah. Everything's all color coded, it looks like. Gameplay, resolution phase, upkeep phase, game end and final scoring, and the shake ship.
The shake ship was kind of cool when we were playing with that. I got to put it together though.
That's kind of fun, the shake ship. I feel like that's like William Shakespeare's ship.
Yeah, it's not a very big board.
No, it's really small.
But it's got really cool artwork. Does this remind you of anything?
What?
If it was green?
If it was green, it looks like Thunderbird a little bit.
Thunderbird 2.
Yep. The artwork on this is really cool. I like it.
Yeah, and the board doesn't have to be that big, and it's very functional. So everything, and it's just a normal fold, so
yeah,
pretty nice.
We've got some punch-out boards here.
Yeah, these are the buildings.
Things. Yeah. So double-sided. Nice kind of glossy finish on those. But also pretty thick cardboard as well. So you got your above and below.
Yeah. When the game I played, we only played the first half, so we didn't actually get to these other cool-looking buildings.
Yeah.
For the above part, everything was below.
Oh, below the surface. Europa Expeditionary Corps. That's what those little tokens say. There's the shake ship. We'll have to assemble. All right, here's the bits. That's all the good stuff.
There's a lot of bits. I mean,
there
look
are a lot
at that.
of bits in here.
And they're kind of big. I mean, those green things are like your toolbox that allow you to do some dice manipulation. They're almost a little on the over big side.
Yeah, these are pretty good size.
Yeah, and they're nice wooden bits.
Yeah, but they do look like a little toolbox.
They do.
Kind of cool. But yeah, they are,
It'd been nicer if they had, maybe some definition to them, but that's fine. I'm fine with it.
Though. So you got some little wooden spires there.
Well, no, these are your.
Spires. I don't know what they're. I've not officially played this.
Well, yeah. So.
You have. You can talk a little bit more about this.
Yeah, like I said, I did get to play half a game at Gen Con. Those are what are they? I forget what they called those. Those are the mineral markers.
Yeah, what's this pink one?
That is the event marker because you're going to have an event that comes out and that's going to affect one of those numbered locations on the board, and that's where you're going to put that.
And you have.
And then that's like your
phase marker.
Yeah, and then you've got your player markers that you're going to have for your scoring.
There is a green color, greenish.
There is green and there's blue.
And purple.
Nice. And purple, so you can be any of those that you want.
Yeah. here are some of those little meeples. Those are really small little meeple pieces, but they're really cool.
Yeah, so you're going to have different kinds of workers. So these are your stewards. I'll just dump all those out there. But yeah, they look like little people.
Yeah, they're really small compared to your normal meeple.
Show that a little bit better there. But yeah.
Oh, they all have a different cut. They're
all different
cool.
kinds.
They're not just like your standard colored meeple.
Because when you are going to be placing these in buildings, they require certain types of workers in order to do those jobs. So yeah, those.
What is that? The scientists?
No, those are the pioneers. They're the ones that kind of go on the expeditions.
Gotcha. So those are cool. And then you've got, see, your
Just
little.
put those over there.
Okay. Your little red ones.
Yeah, the red ones are the Marines. You know, red is military.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they're holding a little gun.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. How they're that little bit of detail to them.
And your blue ones are engineers.
Gotcha. Let's see. Yeah, they look like they have a little like hard hat on, maybe. Let's see, get one, stay flush. There we go.
Yeah, it does look like he's got a little hard hat.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Then you got your player boards. So you can see here's the different player colors.
You can be green.
Thank you. And then nothing on the back of those, but.
You get dice, you can throw those off.
Yeah, these are big, chunky dice.
They are. That was one of the things I noticed when we were watching it, like being explained to
these are not wimpy looking dice. These are nice, big, chunky dice. So, and they're in your player colors.
Yeah.
So. Then those are the energy markers. Mm-hmm. So again, these are big, chunky cubes. They're translucent, so these look really cool. So that's how you're going to track your energy. So these are the expeditions that you can go on. So you're going to see you're going to get 8 points for that. And then if you have the most members on the expedition, you get to choose which of the rewards you get, and then the second most would get the next one. Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, no, you didn't.
But you can see very cool artwork on these.
Yeah.
What's yours is ours. Oh, look at that there. We surrender. Bones of the Behemoth.
Yeah, I think the story is really cool in this and how like it's all really thematic.
You said we were alone, you lied.
Oh no.
I
feel like you're gonna get eaten.
No trespassing.
Shuttled down. Yeah, no, it's really cool. I think all this is really cool looking.
Surprise supplies.
And that's a good thing, isn't it though?
That's like from the front of the box.
Yeah.
Roll out the red carpet, strike up the band.
What's that from?
The old Mickey Mouse show.
Oh.
Welcome home, a new place, and Castaways.
Nice.
So those are cool. You can see the back of that.
So here's the back of these. These are the event cards, right?
Yep.
Right. So, like, just for the job you want.
So see, it's going to tell you where you're going to place that event marker at. And then when you resolve that on the board in that order, then you have to do what's down at the bottom.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so like in I'm drawing a blank on the game. Pillars of the Earth. So in Pillars of the Earth, you resolve the board in a certain order, and that's kind of the way you do this. Is you're going to resolve the board. Let me pull the board back up.
Jelly swarm. I got jellies.
We do have jellies.
Jellies. Yeah, a bunch of those.
So yeah, so if you look and you can see that the board has numbers. So you're going to start over here at the 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you'll see that they have letters. So yeah, so we're going to put that marker there, and then when we resolve 6, after we resolve 6, then we're going to resolve what is on the G card.
That's kind of cool. So they always keep changing.
Yep. All right, so let's put this shake ship together just so everybody can see what it looks like. You can see how everything fits into the box. Now, the draw bag that you have that have all of your workers in there and the shake ship are basically the same thing. It basically says that you can use this if you're afraid that players are going to be able to determine which workers are pulling out of the bag because, as Megan pointed out, they're different shapes. But you can see this is kind of cool. The theming on this is neat, but the only problem I really have with this, and I noticed this in the game we played, is see the bottom? You sometimes get workers that get stuck in those slots. I'm not really sure why they didn't make that all the way across there. I guess if you wanted to, you could put a piece of cardboard down to keep the people from falling out. But this is really kind of a cool thing. I prefer this over the baggie anyway.
It did say, though, in the rule book, it wanted you to slide that access hatch out to put them in, but you can just drop them in there. But, like, make sure you got a good hold of it when you shake it. That way no one does go flying out.
Yeah, and I guess when you shake it up, if there's any there, you just, pop them out and you just give it a shake, and then you're going to dispense them that way.
But it is really cool, and I think it adds to the theming, and it just looks really cool on the board with them all.
It does look really cool.
Just to have a big ship.
I've just kept the workers in that bag there, and you can see we've already baggied up everything else. Put the game board on top and the rule book, and it still is all gonna close flush.
Yes.
I think. Yep.
It does.
So that is the Artemis project, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.